Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use eyebrow stencils. I know this is kind of intimidating for some people, so I wanted to do a video showing you how to do it. So I will be using these stencils from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which are really great. So they come in a pack, I believe, of 5 pieces, if I'm not mistaken, 4 or 5. And before you're gonna just go randomly in with the one that you like, you first have to see like which one suits with your face shape, your brow shape. So we're gonna do that first. So at first I already saw the high arch, which I was like, I think this one is probably gonna be it. But I first have to make sure. So if you wanna like know how to do this, the first step you wanna do is take an eyebrow pencil or an brush with some product on it. You just want to make sure that it's kind of like a tin pencil like this one, but it can also be a brush with product on it, as long as it's like a stick, if you know what I mean. So I will be using the brow is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I always use the color medium brown, and the first thing you're going to do is press the pencil against your nose, the side of your nose. Then you're going to do like follow the outer part of your eye, and then you're going to do like the pencil right across your eyeball, if that makes sense. And this way you know the 3 places where you need to apply it. So one against the nose, one at the outer part of the eye, and one in the center of the eyelids. And this way you have all 3 pieces. Then you take the stencils and you want to make sure that they come as close as possible with the lines on the stencils. So I'm not sure if it's possible to like make it fit exactly. I mean, there are only 5 stencils and there are so many different face shapes. So you just want to grab the pencil that comes as close as possible. And I think personally the most important step is that the first 2 lines fit the best. Because the last one, it doesn't really matter if it's a little bit longer or shorter. You can always like do it the way you want. So don't worry too much about that. So I'm just gonna see like which one suits the best. I was kind of like doubting between the medium arch and the high arch, but I ended up going for the high arch because I felt like it was almost perfect actually. So this is the one that I'm gonna use, and then after like picking your best match, you want to take some product to fill it in. So I just took a brush and some brow powder. You can also use a pencil, but it will be a little bit harsher. So I went in with the brush and some powder because it's just softer, and I'm just gonna like fill in the stencil. It was a bit hard to like do this and also make sure that I like stayed correctly in place on camera. But normally it wouldn't be so hard. Just fill it in, and I think it's the best to go for it with the powder because it's really soft, and this way once you apply or once you remove the stencil, you can easily like fix up some spots that you're not happy with, but you will still have like the shape like visible the way you want it to be. So I'm just gonna fill it in. Let me know in the comments if you ever tried using stencils. Do you feel like you need it? Is it something that you would like to try? I think especially for people that don't really have a lot of brow hairs and they don't know what to do with their brows, this would be ideal to start with. I think as soon as you kind of like have a bit more experience with how to do your brows, you don't need them anymore. But as a beginner that doesn't know what to do with their brows, maybe they don't have like a really good brow shape, I think this is going to be so handy. I remember using it back in the days when I just started doing makeup. But now I actually have a lot more brow hairs than back in the days. I think I overplucked, I'm not sure. But I removed the brow stencil, and this is how it's currently looking. Obviously this is not looking really good, so I just decided to go in with a little bit of powder and just following all the places where I used the stencil. And then I used the brow brush to kind of like soften the edges because it was looking a bit harsh. You could see the lines a bit too much. So then you can also go in with some powder and fill in the places where you can still see like some bold spots. And then I went in with concealer, and I used the Shape Tape concealer from Tarte. You can use any concealer that you like. For a really natural effect, I would go for a concealer color that is as close as possible, matching with your own natural skin color. You can also go with like a lighter shade, but then you will see the concealer a bit more. So the closer to your skin color, the natural it's gonna look. Then I went in with the brow pen from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I believe I used the color medium brown. And I'm gonna use this to fill in all the places where I feel like I naturally don't have brow hairs, but where I want them to be. So I'm just gonna create a few little strokes in places where I feel like I have some bold spots. So this is also like the places where I filled in the stencil, but there's not that much hair. And this way you can mimic as if you have a lot of brow hairs, but you actually don't. It will really make your brows look so much more fuller, but in a really natural way. And I love to use pencils like this one. If you don't have a really steady hand, or you're not really a fan of like liquid products, Benefit Cosmetics also has a similar pencil. I believe it's called the Precisely My Brow Detailer. I filmed a video about it. That one is really nice as well. Then I went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel in the color Chocolate, and I went over it with my brow. And I feel like this always makes my hair stand out a little bit more and darker, and it also makes my brows look fuller. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you're gonna try it out, or if this is something you feel like you don't need. I just hope it was helpful for those who do want to try it out, and I just hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Here you can see before and after. And yeah, I just hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys!